and it was from a salty pit player, and it just purely wasn't it.
Okay, so
it's enforceable. I'm just saying.
So it's really hard. The problem is unlike actual legal systems, where yes, the burden of proof is on the prosecutor. In this case, the person calling out the tech. If you are wrong, or rather you fail in your prosecution of a murder case, you don't then be put in jail for murder. That's the problem. Is you're punishing people for. This is just my legal opinion. You're punishing people for trying to call out the tech when it might be like a legitimate mistake. It's hard to tell, right? So you do that. It's not like all of them are doing it maliciously, right? That was such a good combo. No.
He's fine, but
they're not calling it out maliciously. They might just be like, "Oh, I think that's the tech," and then they go back and watch it, and it turns out it's not. And then you're like, "Ha, screw you for thinking that was a tech. Now you lose the game." No one's actually going to call it out. If it's too much risk, they'll just have to deal with it.
Yeah.
I just don't think it's an effective thing to do. I think, runs either ban them or don't. Tired of this mealy mouth stuff.
That's sour spots. Insane.
It's actually really good.
Dare in general from KingRoBo is, I think, not talked about enough about what this character has, because that move hits far below the leg.
It's actually the second fastest spike in the game, and it has that lasting hitbox.
What frame is it?
11, I believe.
What? Okay, yeah, it's just like KingRoBo does have things. Most of what makes him good, quote unquote, is his belly armor, of course.
Yeah, and he has like good frame data on certain. He's kind of like Snake, where he's like fast startup, high lag. So, like, for instance, his up air and up smash and stuff, they're all like frame 6 and 7 and whatever. Up tilt is like frame 5. But he has a lot of lag, so he can't, he has to be very careful about what he throws out. Unless, of course, he has armor, and then he doesn't have to worry about it.
Yeah. And I will say, this matchup, I'm going to say this in quotes, is not the worst for KingRoBo.
On paper, it seems like it would be really terrible, but actually...
Yeah,
it's,
because Crown goes through blocks, or at least the returning Crown goes through blocks.
Yeah.
And it deals a decent amount of damage going forward. Of course, belly armor existing means that you can land on Steve.
You can actually just nair through his up smash, which is normally such an airtight anti-air.
And as well as get up tilt, but you still take a decent amount of damage because you're heavy,
Yeah, but he'll live. Everybody takes a decent amount of damage from Steve, but KRoL lives it.
And while, of course, not a huge thing, he does have a reflector, which can mean that Steve just can't, be side being for free or daring for free in some cases.
He could probably dare for free because that reflector doesn't work. It has to hit the belly, unfortunately.
Yeah,
yeah.
I'm saying this in quotes once again.
Yes, I think it's actually a decent option against Minecart. Because even if they stay in the car, you can. Oh wow! Even if you stay in the car, you can. It still has a hitbox when it activates, so you can hit them with the actual counter.
It's not like a reflector how it just simply turns them around.
Yeah.
There's a hitbox there.
Right. So it's of course if it's a golden minecart, that stuff is gonna kill at like 58.
Yeah.
So. It's actually not bad, and between Crown and Bowling Ball, it gives and Blunderbuss, it gives Steve enough stuff to keep on his mind here that he can't just mine for free.
Mm-hmm. Also, just quick side note, Mick Banana's back, which we haven't seen.
I haven't heard from Mick Banana since I moved here.
Yeah, that's just like a big. I just want to mention that's like a big thing since he just hasn't been around for a while. But anyways.
Is that is that a different species of the Nick district? Is that a different species of Nick?
No, Mick Banana is just a...
Oh, Mick Banana.
Mick Banana.
Okay, I thought it was Nick Banana, and then there'd be like Nick, he lives in Nick district.
There's Steve district, Nick Banana. No. There's just a ricochet. I thought there's a small chance he could have just landed on the pressure plate with that questionable DI.
I did see a lot of people are using pressure plate tech against Steve these days, using their projectiles to land on them. Like you can use Bowling Ball to or use Blunderbuss to fall on the pressure plate and stuff. It's that should be pretty free. That should be pretty free.
There was this happened last year to me, but I have had Kazuya lasers. You know how it's precise that move is?
He lasers down, right?
No, he just lasered straight forward and then activated the pressure plate.
Oh.
Well, I was trying to set up a ledge trap on Small Battlefield, the up tilt one.
Yeah.
And it activated the pressure plate while he was on stage. And
was it it wasn't standing height. It was he was right off stage?
He was off, yeah.
Okay, so it was kind of like him pointing it down.
Yeah.
Okay, that's super smart.
But the point is, you can do that to, you can use things to activate the pressure plate, which is good because it once again, it's a smaller hitbox for anyone who activates
it. Yeah.
So which means most time Steve will not get hit.
Yeah.
He does because the hitbox is huge for him at that point.
It's kind of like stealing Snake's grenade.
Yeah, I just learned the other day,
Yeah.
the other week I was thinking, I'm so mad. Because apparently even Dark didn't know that.
No, it doesn't normally come into play, but it does incentivize people to actually throw the grenades back instead of just dodging them. Although I think, yeah, okay. I was thinking, gosh, I saw you can't put TNT against KRoL on the ledge because it looks like the propeller just, I'm sorry, sideways, Steve? That was cool.
Yeah, you can't do like the normal,
he's done. What the
he may have been able to hold up and get back just by drifting backwards, but
that's pretty vulnerable. He probably would have just gotten spiked.
No, you're dead. you are dead at that point. But you just saw Monkaho. Even they both looked at the crowd, knowing that it was just
that must happen all the time.
I've seen that actually happen in important situations. There was a guy who was about to upset Dark Wizzy, and he had like Wizzy at the ledge, last stock, death percent, and he was going to side beat him. Dark Wizzy like neutral got up, which would have killed him, and he accidentally up-beat directly into him off stage.
At that point, I think Steve should probably set their special to a trigger or something.
That's what people do for nilling.
Right. So maybe that's the. Okay. So you think they try to like air dodge up or they forget that they set it on trigger?
I think yeah. Well, I mean, people do that for like nils and stuff because it makes it a lot easier for your timings and stuff.
Yeah, because you can. It's easier. Just use your other hand.
It's called your Call of Dutying it at that point.
Yeah, your claw grip and.
Anyways, I'm gonna hop off the mic quickly.
Okay.
You should Hero Ditto's son.
You're probably gonna be Steve versus Hero on that point, and I think they asked to be on stream because it's just a silly thing to watch. Mick Banana versus Mick Fly. This was planned. Oh, God. This was planned. If there's anybody in chat, can we have ones for, I don't know, production? Can you are we allowed to